somewhere between Hee Haw, the Prairie Home Companion, and the Diagnostic and Statistics Manual for Mental Illness exists, lives the heaviest podcast on the planet. 3 chords in the truth. Tonight's show, the happiest place on earth. You know, on a lot of the things, it already says that underneath our shtick.
Yeah.
The happiest place on earth.
Yeah.
And tonight, we are going to talk a little bit about what are we really doing. That's a big, broad stroke question as a species.
Mm-hmm.
And how to cooperate with yourself and your brain to get a report card that comes from your brain chemistry of happiness and satisfaction.
Yeah. All A's.
Live from the Broiler Room Studios. It's a really big old-time radio medicine show, 3 chords and the truth, starring Molly Griffin and her old dog, Doo. And, of course, we're always playing the game of all games. And I just noticed that Ellen copied me.
Really?
She's got something called the game of games. This isn't the game of games. This is quite a bit better than hers. This is the game of all games, which is we got to pick a song for what I just talked about.
All right.
And have you got a good one?
What about George Jones? Race is on.
Oh, Georgie Porgy. I think we had George in the house last night.
Oh, yeah?
I was sometimes I channel him.
Yeah.
I feel the tears welling up, going deep inside. Oh, my heart's gonna be break. Babylon in a shopping painful. I may never shake it. I said you might say that I was taking it hard. Roll me on with a call. Wager they'll hide in sorrow when I break right down the ball. Now the race is on. He comes right up the backstretch. Heartache going to the inside. My tears are holding me back. They're trying not to fall. I said that my heart's out of the running. True love scratch for another's sake. I said the race is on. Here comes heartache. Hey, the winner loses on. Want to do that? Well, the race is on. Here comes heartache. I said the winner loses on.
Yeah, the race is on, and it looks like heartache, and the winner loses all.
Hey, one day I ventured in love, never once suspecting what the final result would be. Oh, how I lived in fear, waking up each morning, finding that you'd gone from me. I said the aching pain in my heart for the day, one that I hated to face. Somebody new came out to win her, wound up in second place. Now the race is on. They come right up the backstretch, heartache going to the inside. My tears are holding me back, trying not to fall. Said my heart's out of the running. True love scratch for another's sake. I said the race is on. Here comes heartache. I said the winner lives the song. Said the race is on. Here comes heartache. I said the winner loses on.
Yeah, the winner loses all.
Somewhere between Sanford and Son and the Diagnostics and Statistics Manual for Mental Disorders lives the really big old-time radio medicine show.
Yes.
If you're talking happiness, then you got to start at the beginning. It has been discovered that the impetus and the primal motivation of the human brain, and probably all brains,
Yep.
is evolution,
Mm-hmm.
which is survival, procreation, and creative growth and development.
Mm-hmm.
The brain is obsessed with evolving.
Yeah.
I'm supposed to stop there because I usually say too much and then people don't get it. Let's stop there. The game of all games within the show of all shows.
Mhm.
From what I just said.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have a song for that?
Whole lot of shaking going on.
There's a song about that. Holy jumping Jesus. Lots of come along, baby. Whole lot of shaking going on. I said, come along, baby. We got the chicken in the corn.
We got some chicken in the corn.
I ain't faking. Whole lot of shaking going on. Come along, baby. Yeah, we got the bull by the horn.
We got that bull by the horn.
Oh, I said, come along, baby. We got that bull by the horn.
We got the bull by the horn.
I ain't faking. There's a whole lot of shaking going on. Easy now, said shake, baby, shake. Shake, baby, shake. Oh, twiddle around just a little bit, that's all you gotta do.
Shake, baby, shake.
Oh, come on over. Whole lot of shaking going on.
Come along, baby, we got a whole chicken in the corn.
Chicken and corn.
I said, come along, baby, we got the bull by the horn.
We got that dang old bull by the horn.
I ain't faking. There's a whole lot of shaking going on.
Shake.
I ain't faking. There's a whole lot of shaking going on. I think that's what Jerry Lee sang to his cousin, his 13-year-old cousin. She just fell for it.
Yeah.
He
Couldn't
said,
resist.
we got the bull by the horn. And then he lit his piano on fire. And she couldn't, and that was it.
That was it.
She just caved.
Yeah.
Said, we're getting married, boy.
Quickest way to a girl's heart. Light
Yep.
your piano on fire.
So
love it.
our brain is obsessed with evolution. It's evolving.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yep.
And it wants to do it as expediently as possible, as smooth and expediently as possible. And it has working environment things, areas of concerns in order to get that done as best as it can.
Right.
You know what they?
Yep.
And we often talk about them, don't we?
Yep.
Door number 1, 2, and 3.
Yep.
What's behind door number 1? What's behind door number 2? What's behind door number 3?
What is it?
What are those areas of concern? Do you want me to tell them, or do you want to sing a song first?
I think I can't remember. What was the plan?
Well, I'm guilt. I keep getting blamed for saying too much, and nobody gets it.
Right. Do you want to take the ride and then tell them?
Yeah, let's take the ride.
Ladies and gentlemen, step outside the door to your mind, because there's an old black
There it
Cadillac
is.
limo waiting just outside.
Door to your mind.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about doors right after we take the ride. Bobby oh, bo. We're gonna take a ride.
Gonna take a ride.
Gonna take a ride.
Gonna take a ride.
Up past the honky tonk.
Up at the honky tonk.
And past the county line.
Up past the county line.
Through the amber waves of grain.
To those waves of grain.
Past the dairy cow.
With their big brown eyes.
To the old county line road.
Country road.
The old country road.
Gonna take you home.
And all the girlies' toes are hanging out of the window. Somebody sees a great big tower, 50,000 watts.
Station GHRT.
Station DHRT.
Station GHRT.
Say for you and me.
Is it for you and me?
Brought to you by Alice's Restaurant.
You can get anything you
Anything you want.
Down at Alice's Restaurant.
Go down at Alice's Restaurant. Now we're going to go in the old station. We're going to go to the front desk. We're going to see Betty Page and going to give you your special tea and send you down the stairs here to the Griffin Hart Studios, the broiler room at Griffin Hart Studios for the really big old-time radio medicine show, 3 Chords and the Truth, starring Molly Griffin and her old dog, Duke.
And the Reverend Dr. Joey G2 coming to you live from station GHRT in the virtual haystack in your mind, where the show always starts in 5 minutes. We don't spin the
Haystack
tunes
in
on
your
the
mind.
turntable, we spin them on our souls. So kick back,
Haystack in your
chill out, and relax to the mellow sounds of the singing DJs.
Yeah, babe. Haystack in your mind. Hank, don't you let those people start throwing.
Mm-hmm.
The people from the nervous hospital are here again.
Mm-hmm.
And you know how they like to throw things at me.
Mm-hmm.
If they get a chance.
I do too. Sometimes I join in with them.
And that's when I try to tell them, you're throwing them at me because you haven't been looking behind your doors. I think you were looking behind your drawers, looking in your drawers, but not behind your doors.
Oh, you're a poet and you know
Because behind door number 1 is what?
Purpose and meaning.
Purpose and meaning. It's bigger than what everybody thinks. But the thing is you're automatically giving it to you because survival and procreation take up a lot of that right there.
Mm-hmm.
Until you get that done,
Mm-hmm.
you know, it's going to bother you.
Yeah.
And you can't get on to the creative growth and development stuff like me and the rest of the artists of the world.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
That's why I'm so young.
Yeah.
It took me quite a while to get here.
You're a very young man.
Woo. Well, I had my years of being an industrialist.
Oh, yeah. He was an industrialist, you know. He's a very important guy.
It's really funny. It's pretty good. It's Jimmy Stewart, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Jimmy Stewart. Yeah.
Very short.
He tells the funniest joke in the world on the YouTube.
Yeah. I'll look it up. Jimmy.
He was my dad's favorite actor.
He's the best.
Before my time, of course.
Mm-hmm.
Way before. I don't even know who he is.
You don't even know what you're talking about.
No.
You're younger
Yeah,
than me.
I want to tell you something. Jimmy Stewart really screwed me.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the guy who wrote the line for him,
Yeah.
because he was rolling a cigar up, and it was in the show, I don't know if it was called Shenandoah, but it's something like that. But he had these sons, and I
Mhm.
mean, one of his big lines was the guy come over from the neighboring farm, said, "Oh, we got all your sons got to join up with Civil
Yeah.
War, right?"
Yeah.
And all Virginia's sons
Mhm.
got to sign on. I think it was Virginia. I'm not sure.
Mm-hmm.
And Jimmy looks at him and he says, "Well, your sons may be Virginia's sons, but mine sons are my sons." So he was so good at that I believed him at the next thing he said, and that was when his son came to ask him, talk to him about getting married, or maybe it was his daughter or something. And he said, "Is he your friend?" Know what I mean? Is he your friend? And so that stuck with me.
Yeah.
And I went by that. Didn't work.
You didn't do it right.
Yeah. That's right. It sort of did work.
Yeah. I mean,
That you
20
know,
years and 5 kids out of it.
this never would have been discovered.
No.
I had to suffer a lot before that came out. Okay, listen. Purpose and meaning. Door number 1, purpose and meaning.
Mm-hmm.
Because your brain really has purpose and meaning. So if you think about this, you're aligning. You're aligning. That's what
Yeah.
it wants. It's a cooperative venture.
Yeah.
Number 2, organization, order, security, fair play, that whole area of your brain. That needs, if that's out of whack. The thing is that if things are out of whack behind any of these doors, you don't have to have it, but you have to be working on it. Your brain is watching you. It wants you working on it.
Yeah.
If you work on it, it gives you a good report card,
Yeah.
which I'll tell you about after I talk about number 3. Number 3 is alignment with Mother Nature and connection to Mother Nature, which includes people or animals or biophilia, or it's aligned with nature. Why can't I poop? Why can't I sleep? Because you're not aligned.
You got to align.
You got to walk the align.
Quit your line and get aligned.
No, that was a joke about the Johnny Cash song. Did you get it?
Did you
You
get mine?
gotta walk the align.
I know, and I said an even better one.
What was it?
Don't worry about it. I can't remember.
That's because it wasn't better. Now, So number 3 is alignment or synchronization with nature.
Yeah.
3 doors. It's only 3 doors. It's a trifactor.
Only 3 things. Yeah.
There's a song about that. And what is that song, Ma?
I thought it could be about this guy who really knows. He really knows his doors. He's got it all together. It's called Fish and Fries.
Oh God, we haven't done that. All right, but we got to do. No, we need to do one good song.
Okay. Well, I just did a big.
Well, I'll
intro
try
for
it,
that
but
one.
I don't know what's gonna happen.
Okay, just make it up. It's actually chicken fried.
Well, you know, I like my fish and fry.
Canadian version.
Cold beers on Friday night. Pair of jeans that look just right. And the radio on like that. Right, sunrise. A young woman's eye. Sing.
With the touch of a precious child and no mother's love.
Ah, you know
I was raised up Canadian fine near an American line. Big wood grows, fishing jumbo crabs and working on a salmon line. It's where the best weed grows, and my house is not much to talk about. But it's home, you know, you can't put no dollar sign on a piece of mind. This I've come to know.
You know I like my fish and fry. I wrote those.
Cold beer on a Friday night. Pair of jeans that fit just right. And the radio. Well, you know, I'm thankful for my. Okay, all right.
Yeah,
you
you
go.
know I'm thankful for my life. But I'd like to see more freedom fly. Stand up to those Wall Street guys.
Justice.
Let some justice ring. Door number 2. What? No, I like my fish and fry.
Cold beer on a Friday night. Pair of jeans that fit just right. And the radio.
Baby, bop-o. I wanted to get out of that. I better sing one good song here
Okay.
so that they know that we can do it
Yeah.
if we have to.
All right.
So let's sing. And what about country? Have we been singing country song?
Yeah. She thinks I still care. Make it a George night.
Just because I asked a friend about her. Just because I spoke her name somewhere. Just because I rang her number by mistake today. She thinks I still care. Just because I haunt the same old places where the memory of her lingers everywhere. Just because I ain't the happy guy I used to be. She thinks I still care. So if she's happy thinking I still need her, let that silly notion bring her cheer. Oh, how could I ever be so foolish? Oh, where would she get such an idea? Just because I haunt the same old places where the memory of her lingers everywhere. Just because I saw her, then went all to pieces. She thinks I still care. She thinks I still care. baby.
Mm-hmm.
She thinks I still care. Now, if you're working on these things behind the door, the areas of concerns behind the door, if you're working, the harder you're working, the better you're doing. You have to do it enough to be relaxed with it.
Mm-hmm.
Like often on door number 3, I talk about paleo glasses.
Yeah.
You get good on talking about exactly what you were doing 15,000 years ago because you're got the same body.
Yeah.
Everything's the same, pretty much.
Yep.
Now listen.
Okay.
Your brain sends you a report card. Sends you a report card as to how you are doing, cooperating with it. What does that report card look like?
Yeah.
That report card looks like brain chemistry. If you're working hard, doing good, it's not to do with what you've accomplished because everybody's in different situations. You know what I mean? It's just a matter of working towards it.
Yeah.
Right?
Being in line.
It's going to make you feel good. It's going to make you feel happy. Happy as Mother Teresa. You know what I mean? Happy and satisfied and all the brain chemistry. That's why we're the happiest place on earth, because listen to what I'm saying. Yeah. This is how you get happy.
Listen to it.
Now listen, on the contraire, if you are not taking care of business there, if you've got some weird belief systems, for instance, regarding number 3, that are knocking you out of line with Mother Nature, you're going to get it.
Yeah.
Your report card, you start getting D's and E's on your report card, your depression, sad, not necessarily. It's kind of good if you get really bad depression, because if you just have dysthymia, slight, it's not big enough to recognize and deal with, right?
Yeah.
Generalized anxiety disorder, just go, and there's no anxiety without the flip side, the depression.
Yep.
Same as memory, and watch the show, you'll learn all about this, memory and foresight.
Yep. Yeah.
Did I make my point there?
Yeah.
And what's the song?
Nick of Time. I think we usually do it up a little bit, but it's pretty close. So, I don't know.
You want to go up?
Yeah.
My little girl. All right. This right here?
Yeah.
My little girl, she cries at night. She calls me on the phone. Sees babies everywhere she goes. She wants one of her own. Waited long enough, she said, and still he can't decide. And pretty soon she's gonna have to choose, and tears her up inside. Oh man, she's scared. She's scared to run out of time. Oh man, she's real scared. She's scared to run out of time. I see my folks, they're getting on. I watch the bodies change. I know they see the same in me. It makes us both feel strange. No matter how you tell yourself, it's what we all go through. Those lines are pretty hard to take when they're staring back at you. Oh man, we're all scared. Scared to run out of time. Oh man, we're all scared. We're scared to run out of time. When did the choices get so hard? There's so much more at stake. Life gets mighty precious when there's less of it to waste. Less of it to waste. You know there's less of it to waste. Just when I thought I had enough, and all my tears were shed. No promise left unbroken, there were no painful words unsaid. You came along and you showed me how to leave it all behind. You opened up my heart again, and much to my surprise, oh, I found love, baby. I found a love in the nick of time. I found love, darling. I found a love in the nick of time. I found happiness. I found happiness just in the nick of time. I thought of a real funny one. I'm going to sell it to some comedian or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know that old saying? You've heard the old saying. It goes like this. I'll try and do it to you.
Mm-hmm.
You know the old saying, you can't live with them, but you can live without them? Good, eh?
Yeah. So good, I feel like it's probably been said. Don't you think?
Well, I haven't heard it.
Somebody else has put
Somebody
those
owes
together.
me money. Yes, sir, Barbarino. So we want to look behind the doors, regularly. If we're not feeling good, look behind that door. You'll find out. You look behind that door, you look at number 3, and you'll go, oh, Jesus, I better get down to the gym.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Happiness and mental health is achieved by cooperating with nature, which includes you and your brain. That's all I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
It's a cooperative venture.
It is.
I'm telling you that right now.
Mm-hmm.
If there is anything you don't understand or want to know, go to Griffin Hart at Patreon.
Yeah.
I did some writing down there.
Yeah.
It's going into an app, so it's going to be really cool.
Yeah.
Once it gets in there.
Yeah.
The HAP app.
Yeah.
You sure it shouldn't be the Happiness app, Mo?
I don't know,
Because
Dad.
will people get it, the HAP app? Will they get that?
I don't know.
And then you got to start talking about 2 P's or 1 P. Yeah,
And then it's going to start getting
it's
mixed
going
up
to be
with the PAP
something.
app.
It's going to be something like the HAP app.
Mm.
So, having said that, now everybody, if anybody was confused at anything, they can just go on down there
Mm-hmm.
and look at this is the next show coming up.
Mm.
Co-op with your PMS.
Mm.
Yeah, that's going to be a good one, Mo.
Mm.
That's going to be a Sally good. Yes, sir, Barbarino.
Yeah.
Now, regarding that,
Yeah.
happiness and mental health is achieved by cooperating with nature, which includes you and your brain.
Yeah.
The game of all games, Mo. Within the show of all shows. There's a song about that.
Walk through this world with me.
Well, we could call this show then the George Jones
Yeah.
tribute. I want to get it as low as I can then, Mo.
Yeah.
G then.
All right.
Walk through this world with me. Go where I go. Share all my dreams with me. I need you so. You know that in life we search, and some of us find. I've looked for you such a long, long time, and now that I've found you, new horizons I see. Come take my hand, walk through this world with me.
Come take my hand, walk through this world with me.
Walk through this world with me. Go where I go. Share all my dreams with me. I need you so. You know that in life we search, Oh, and some of us find I've looked for you such a long, long time. And now that I've found you, new horizons I see. Come take my hand, walk through this world with me. Come take my hand, walk through this world with me. Come take my hand, walk through this world with me. Yeah, baby. Come take my hand and walk through this world with me, right to the cooperating with your PMS. Okay, listen, I told you could go to... Oh. Well, I got this good woman at home. You know she thinks I can do no wrong. Sometimes, Lord, she isn't always around. Hey, don't you know that the when I fall, I can't help myself at all. I get whiskey bang, hillbound. Oh my God, she's probably out drinking again.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Ran out
The star of the show is, you know, all those big stars. They think they can get away with it.
Yeah.
She's gonna get. Boy, she won't be getting any treats.
She won't be getting any treats.
Oh, where is
that doggy in the window? Oh, the one with the waggly tail. She's got a waggly
the happiness
tail.
place on earth? Oh, I say how
Way
much
much
is
that
that
doggy
in the window? Oh man, I do hope that doggy hasn't run away.
Yeah. 'Cause if she hasn't, we'll find her and we'll go get Roger Miller and we'll all go walking in the sunshine, sing a little sunshine song.
A poppy ooh, boo, you gotta put a smile upon your face as if nothing wrong. A poppy ooh, boo, you got to think about a good time that you had a long time ago. Think about forgetting about your worries and your woes. Walking in the sunshine, sing a little sunshine song. Now you all go walking in the sunshine and sing a little sunshine song. Sonny used to howl. He was a better dog than her. Better dog any day of the week. Go on down to Patreon if you need to. You can talk to me. Talk to me. Keep the cards and letters coming in, and funny papers, because it's the happiest place on earth. See you in the funny papers, and have yourselves a good old Rdo-TV.